Hey folks, and welcome back to the trip. You know, if you've been following along on our trip, you'll know we were just up in Chiang Rai. I think the beauty of this is every day has been different. Every day is something new. Today is more of a travel day, so we have left Chiang Rai. We've headed south and east. It's a long, arduous drive to get into Isan, so we're kind of trading in the hilly, mountainous north for the more subtle plains and farmland of Isan, but it's going to take us a day or so just to get there. But anyway, we had a good day on the road. Some days are just like that, travel. Not a whole lot going on, not a whole lot remarkable to talk about, but we did stop at this place, and we'll take a quick look at this before we press on. So today was basically a travel day. On the road 6 hours. We left around, I guess we left around 8 this morning. Actually more like 7 hours. It's after 3 now, but we stopped along the way. But we're on our way to Udon Thani. I was going to stop at Nan. I was going to stop at Loy. Still going to stop at Loy, but not on the way to Udon Thani. Nan was too far out of the way, so we just made a beeline and found this little country resort here over halfway. So tomorrow we only have a 4-hour drive to Udon Thani. But Chiang Rai to Udon Thani, it was over a 10-hour, it's like 10.5-hour drive. Once we get to Udon Thani, I'm going to leave V there and do some other stuff. But nice little resort here. Just kind of back in the woods. You get these huts, little houses. 350 baht. I'll show you the room. They got a bigger house for 600 baht. Our bathroom has a water leak, but V said that's okay, it's just draining, and it's just draining down into the drain anyway, and it doesn't make any noise. But other than that, it's in good condition. And I think we're the only ones back here. I don't know how many of these houses they have, but it feels like we're kind of back here in the middle of the woods in a house, and nobody else around, so that's good. We'll get a good night's sleep, and then tomorrow head off to Udon Thani and continue the rest of the trip. But it was a pretty good ride down here. We went over, I think, what might be some of the final mountains before we get into Isan. We're kind of, I guess, in Upper Phitsanulok right now, way above Phetchabun. V wants to go to the little market they have here, a little afternoon market, and get something to eat. She bought a bag of vegetables for 20 baht today. That's been her only food. But anyway, we'll take a look around here real quick and then get back on the road tomorrow morning and the whole weekend, and the next 4 or 5 days will be in Udon Thani. Tell you what, we actually had a great dinner out here on our little balcony, the origin of which kind of gave me an idea for a future video, so we'll try to duplicate that another time. It didn't occur to me until it was over how brilliant it was. But anyway, it's time to get back on the road. I guess the presence of sugarcane trucks meant we were entering Isan. We made it into the bustling streets of Udon Thani through all the traffic of the sugarcane trucks. Boy, they were spilling quite a lot of sugarcane on the road as well. Anyway, we landed here, the Old Inn. The Old Inn, kind of a smallish hotel, but it is kind of right downtown Udon Thani, right around the corner from the mall. That'll be important later. They did have off-street parking. So I could unload the bike, because that was the first priority. Here's our room. Our room was kind of up there about on the 5th floor. We had a balcony overlooking the main road. And I got to tell you, a very well appointed room. Kind of a minimalistic design in here, but this would be V's home for about 4 or 5 days, as I was taking off for a 3-day trip. But I'll be here the first day with her, and the last day, same as what we did in Chiang Mai. So she will be here. This will be her home base, and I'll be taking off in the morning. But lovely room, and we have some friends in town here, so it was time to go out and meet up with them, and they're going to show us a cool place to eat.
So tonight we've wandered over to a place called the Chef's Table. We're having dinner with a couple friends here, Kevin and his lovely wife Pook from the Isan Farang.
That's correct, yeah.
The Isan Farang channel. He's local here in Udon Thani, and we're not. So this is his favorite place. This is Kevin and Pook's favorite place. So I'm liking it so far. We've ordered a bunch of stuff, so I'll show you the food when it comes out. But it's I don't know, 5 minutes walk, 10 minutes walk, from maybe 10 minutes walk from our hotel. And there's so much to eat around our hotel. I'm sure V will have a field day the next couple days while I'm away. But I never would have found this on my own. So big thanks to Kevin and Pook for showing me this place. And we'll see what the food looks like. But yeah, I got a beef burger coming. So I said at the beginning of this trip, I said I'm going to eat nothing but Thai food for 30 days.
Oh, really? Oh, that's going to have to win now, isn't it?
I'll tell you why.
Oh, okay.
But anyway, they already know.
So yeah, that's right. The 30-day Thai food deal kind of evaporated after the first night's rat feast. But anyway, big thanks to Kevin and Pook here. We had a great meal here at the Chef's Table. If you like Udon Thani, Kevin, the Isan Farang channel, he films that almost exclusively here. So I'll put a link to it. He's always showing you something different in Udon Thani. Great place. But wow, this soup. Kevin and I both had the soup. The ladies had Thai food. I guess no surprise there. But our soup was great. And then Kevin had a carbonara and I had a Wagyu beef burger. I also found the prices here to be quite reasonable. There's that carbonara. I guess he doubled down on the garlic bread. But I couldn't find anything wrong. One of the best meals of our trip right here. And, of course, good company as well. So a great first evening in Udon Thani. Now, I think during that evening, V kind of got all settled in and knew what she was doing for the next couple days because I would be hitting the road there. That's right. It's that time. So I'm going to head north to Nong Khai. This is going to be a 3-day trip, 2 nights. I'll be away for 2 nights. There'll be a night in Nong Khai. That's where I'm heading right now. And then there'll be a night in Loei. So Nong Khai, Loei, and then back to Udon Thani. More of a triangle than a loop, but I was in Nong Khai probably in less than an hour. So first time here, this was a beautiful place.
So yeah, the mighty Mekong River. I made it up to Nong Khai today. It's only about, I don't know, maybe an hour, a little less than an hour up here. Just a straight shot from Udon Thani. Just an unremarkable straight road ride. But when you get up here, you've got the border town of Nong Khai with the Friendship Bridge, all Laos on the other side of the river here. And last time we were in Isan, we didn't come up here because it seemed like a little bit of a dead end. But what I figured out is you can ride along this river a good ways, and there's some cool stuff to see. So I'm gonna stop here in the town and look around. My friend Carl's given me a recommendation for a place to stay. There's some nice little restaurants and stuff in town. And then tomorrow I'm going to head up along the river and then drop down to my next destination. But nice little town. This area that I'm at right now is what's known as their walking street, and I see some little cafes. Looks like most everything's closed, but it's not even lunchtime yet. It's early in the morning, about 11 a.m. I guess. So I'm not sure if all of this is closed or if it's a nighttime thing. Maybe I'll come back this evening and see what's doing up here. But a beautiful little area right along the river. Nice, cool, shady spot I found myself here. Under this, I don't know what it is, like a little lookout point up there. Maybe I'll climb up there. But just a quick overnight here, and then I'll head down the river, my next stop, and then the following day back to Udon Thani, where V will be. So she'll be out looking around Udon Thani while I'm here on the mighty Mekong, riding the shoulder of the Mekong River, and we'll look and see what she's up to. We had a little bit of a glut of dirty clothes, so she's going to be doing some laundry in there. That's one thing. We've been on the road now for, I think, exactly 2 weeks. I believe today's the 14th. We left on the 1st, so exactly 14 days, 2 weeks. But doesn't seem like that long. In some ways, it feels a lot longer. Definitely a little bit more moderate temperature in Udon Thani this morning than what we've had up in the north in the mountains and so forth the last week. So we woke up and it was a little bit cool, but not the frigid frigid temperatures in the 50-degree range that we've had up north. So I'll see what there is to see here, look around, and we'll get something to eat. We'll start with that. I haven't had anything to eat today, and it's almost lunchtime, so see what that's about. I think there's a restaurant right by the hotel, so I don't know how early I can check in there. So we'll get something to eat, check in, I'll show you the little hotel, and if that place isn't available, I'll find somewhere else and spend the day here in Nong Khai.
So yeah, it would turn out all along that river in the evening was just a fantastic place to hang out. We will go back, but I selected the White Inn, through a recommendation. However, 600 baht. This was actually one of the more pleasant surprises I had for lodging on the whole trip. 600 baht. It's a very, it looks like a freshly renovated room. The room looks new, but the hotel doesn't look new. It's definitely got some age on the hotel, but my room looks like it was just designed yesterday. So yeah, big bed, big TV, aircon. No balcony. That was the only drawback, but I do have a big picture window here, and I can kind of look right across the street to Jimmy's. Jimmy's is one of the premier restaurants in town serving Western food. So we'll go over there next and get something to eat. But I really like the hotel, and I did like the fact that this restaurant was just right across the street as well. So I got the eggs Benedict there at Jimmy's. But many things to choose from. I couldn't actually believe how many things they had on their menu. And they were doing quite a business. Even though many things in Nong Khai were closed, they looked like they had been through some shutdowns recently. Jimmy's was alive and well, and the hotel seemed flourishing. So I went out. This is the actual name of the street there. Somebody told me it was called Soy Boxing or something as well. But that little street has a couple little places on it, including a car wash. So I was able to get my bike washed. I figured let's start this trip out with a clean bike. We just ran the whole Mahong Sun loop. Let's get all that dirt off there. And then in the evening, we can go back out down to the river and see what else is going on in town with the nice clean bike.
So I think this is definitely the place to be down here, right on the waterfront, right on the riverfront in the evening. Lots of stuff going on. Some of these boats look like dinner boats. Barges, more like barges. Some temples along here, all kind of stores and cafes. Wow. Really beautiful. The river's really wide right here too. And the Friendship Bridge right down there. But for a Saturday night, Saturday evening, it's about 6 o'clock. It's kind of quiet, I guess. I think they've had a lot of closures down here lately. Or I talked to a lady, she said she had to close her bar on the 8th. So today's only the 15th, that's just a week ago. It depends where you go as to what's going to be on offer. But wow, nice little community here. And I'm looking over at the Laos side. It looks just like Thailand.
Baby, I'd really like to see you. If I could turn back time, I'd really like to know you. If I could turn back time, if I could turn back time.
So there you go, time to leave Nong Khai already. I did take a look around in the morning, lots to see, beautiful parks. I really like this area. Apparently the Mekong is a tidal river, so it's low tide. So I can go down here and actually ride around where there would be water normally during high tide, I guess. I'm not sure how far the water comes up, but looks like through some of this area is definitely floodplain. But I could have just stayed here all day riding around Nong Khai and the area between Nong Khai and Vientiane. But my goal today is to make it to Lui. So we will try to get to Lui, but that'll have to wait till next episode because I'm going to have to go ahead and leave this episode off right here. And as usual, I'll thank you for watching. And until next time, bye for now.